Life doesn't teach you its most important lessons loudly. It teaches them quietly, through moments you didn't plan for and pain you didn't ask for. Most of what shapes you doesn't happen when things are going well. It happens when things fall apart and you're forced to see yourself clearly for the first time. When you're young, you think life is about speed, about getting ahead quickly, about proving yourself, about winning early. But the first lesson life teaches you is patience. Not the kind that waits passively, but the kind that keeps moving even when progress is invisible. You don't realize it at first, but every delay is training you. Every setback is refining you. Every unanswered effort is building something you can't see yet. Life doesn't reward urgency. It rewards endurance. One of the hardest lessons to accept is that no one owes you understanding. You can explain yourself perfectly and still be misunderstood. You can do your best and still be criticized. You can be kind and still be treated unfairly. That doesn't mean you're doing life wrong. It means you're living in reality. Approval is unreliable. Self-respect is not. Another lesson life teaches is that people don't leave because you weren't enough. They leave because they were never meant to stay. Not every ending is a failure. Some endings are protection. Some doors close because what's behind them would have limited who you're becoming. Letting go doesn't mean you lost. It means you refused to lose yourself. Life will also teach you that effort and results are rarely aligned in time. You will work hard and see nothing change. You will stay disciplined and still feel behind. You will improve silently while the world stays the same. This is where most people quit, not because they're weak, but because they misunderstand how growth works. Growth is delayed. Progress compounds quietly. And the results always arrive later than you expect, but stronger than you imagined. You'll learn that confidence doesn't come from success. It comes from survival. From knowing you've been through difficult seasons and didn't collapse. From knowing you can adapt, rebuild, and continue even when certainty disappears. Life will humble you, not to break you, but to strip away illusions. It will show you that talent without discipline is fragile. That intelligence without consistency is wasted. That ambition without patience becomes frustration. You'll learn that comfort is seductive but expensive. It asks very little from you today and takes everything from you tomorrow. The things that feel good in the moment often cost the most over time. And the things that feel heavy now often protect your future. Life will also teach you that discipline is not punishment. It's freedom. When you control your habits, you control your direction. When you structure your days, your emotions stop controlling you. Routine doesn't limit life. It stabilizes it. Another hard lesson is that loneliness doesn't always mean something is wrong. Sometimes it means you're growing faster than your environment. Sometimes it means you're transitioning between versions of yourself. Silence is often where clarity forms. You'll also learn that people project their fears onto you. When someone doubts you, criticizes you, or tries to limit you, it often says more about their fear of change than your ability. You don't need to convince them. You need to continue. Life teaches you that comparison is a thief that never gives back. There will always be someone ahead of you and someone behind you. Measuring your progress against others only distracts you from the work that actually matters. Your only real competition is the version of you that chooses comfort over growth. Another lesson is that motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. Discipline is what stays. You won't always feel inspired. You won't always feel confident. But you can always choose to act with intention. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates belief. Life will teach you that consistency beats intensity. Anyone can work hard for a week. Very few can work steadily for years. But it's the steady ones who change their lives. You'll learn that failure is not the opposite of success. Avoidance is. Failing means you tried. Avoiding means you chose safety over possibility. Life respects effort more than perfection. You'll also realize that healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means learning without carrying bitterness. It means remembering lessons without reliving pain. Carrying resentment doesn't protect you, it traps you. Life will teach you that you don't need to have everything figured out to move forward. Clarity comes from action, not overthinking. Waiting for certainty keeps you stuck. Moving creates understanding. You'll learn that saying no is a form of self-respect. You don't have to attend every argument. You don't have to explain every decision. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It's necessary. Another lesson is that time reveals everything. People show you who they are. Situations reveal their purpose. What's real lasts. What's forced fades. You don't need to rush truth. Time delivers it. Life will also teach you that success doesn't make you happy if you abandon yourself along the way. Achievements without inner peace feel empty. The goal is not just to build a life that looks good, but one that feels stable when no one is watching. You'll learn that responsibility is power. The moment you stop blaming circumstances and start owning your choices, your life changes direction. You don't control everything, but you control how you respond. That's where freedom lives. Another difficult lesson is that growth requires discomfort. You can't evolve without shedding old habits, old identities, and old comforts. Change feels like loss before it feels like freedom. Life will teach you that silence is more powerful than reaction. You don't need to respond to everything. Calm is strength. Control is confidence. You'll learn that self-worth is not negotiated. It's established. You don't earn it from others. You practice it with yourself. And perhaps the most important lesson of all is this: life doesn't get easier. You get stronger. Challenges don't disappear. You become more capable. Fear doesn't vanish. You learn to move despite it. One day, you'll look back and realize that the moments you thought were breaking you were actually shaping you. The delays were directing you. The struggles were preparing you. And the lessons you resisted were the ones you needed most. Life isn't trying to defeat you. It's trying to refine you. And when you understand that, you stop running from difficulty and start using it. You stop asking why things are hard and start asking what they're teaching you. That's when life stops feeling like a battle and starts feeling like a journey you're strong enough to walk. And that is the lesson that changes everything. Life will also teach you that not every battle deserves your energy. Some arguments are traps. Some reactions cost more than silence ever could. Maturity isn't proving you're right. It's knowing when peace is worth more than winning. You'll learn that your environment shapes you more than your intentions. You can want growth all you want, but if you surround yourself with stagnation, distraction, and negativity, progress becomes harder than it needs to be. Sometimes growth requires distance, from places, from people, from versions of yourself that no longer fit. And that distance will feel uncomfortable at first. You'll question it. You'll miss familiarity. But familiarity is not the same as alignment. Life will show you that discipline is built in moments that feel insignificant. Choosing to show up on ordinary days. Choosing to continue when no one is watching. Choosing effort when motivation disappears. These small decisions don't feel powerful in the moment, but over time, they shape your character. You'll also learn that fear never fully leaves. It just changes form. Early in life, you fear failure. Later, you fear regret. The difference is that one can be managed and the other lingers. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to move anyway. Another lesson is that comparison quietly steals joy. You measure your progress against someone else's highlight and forget your own journey. Life isn't a race with one finish line. Everyone is running a different course with different obstacles. The only race that matters is between who you were yesterday and who you are today. Life will teach you that discipline creates options. The more consistent you become, the more control you gain. Control over your time. Control over your emotions. Control over your direction. Freedom doesn't come from doing whatever you want. It comes from being able to do what matters when it matters. You'll learn that consistency doesn't require intensity. It requires commitment. Anyone can be intense for a short time. Very few can be consistent when things feel boring, slow, or repetitive. But those are the people who quietly transform their lives. Life will also teach you that healing is not linear. Some days you'll feel strong. Other days, old thoughts will return. That doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. Growth isn't about never falling back. It's about how quickly you regain direction. You'll learn that self-respect grows when you keep promises to yourself. When your words and actions align, confidence builds naturally. You stop needing validation because you trust yourself. Another lesson is that time exposes truth. People reveal their intentions. Situations reveal their purpose. What's real stays. What's forced fades. You don't need to rush understanding. Time delivers it. Life will teach you that rest is not weakness. Recovery is part of strength. Pushing without reflection leads to burnout. Balance isn't laziness. It's sustainability. You'll learn that happiness isn't constant excitement. It's stability. It's knowing who you are. It's having direction even when life feels uncertain. The calm that comes from inner alignment is more valuable than any temporary high. Life will also show you that responsibility is empowering. When you stop blaming circumstances and start owning your choices, you regain control. You may not control everything that happens to you, but you always control how you respond. And perhaps the quietest lesson of all is that life is always teaching, even when you're not paying attention. Every experience leaves something behind. Every challenge sharpens you. Every loss clarifies what matters. One day, you'll look back and realize that the moments you thought were holding you back were actually shaping you. The delays were protecting you. The pain was preparing you. Life doesn't give lessons you're not ready to learn. It gives lessons you need to grow. And when you stop resisting those lessons, life stops feeling like something that happens to you and starts feeling like something you're actively becoming. That's when real growth begins.